I'm making this video for an Airmatic suspension on a 2001 Mercedes S430 air compressor replacement. So basically, what was going on is when I would go out in the morning and I would turn on the car, the compressor would turn on and it would air up the suspension. So what would happen is it would come up, it would run a cycle, and then it would shut off, and then it wouldn't come back on again. So after researching a couple of things on the vehicle, checking airlines, I came to the conclusion that it was, in fact, the air compressor. So what I did is I went online, I researched a couple of different ones, a couple that were on eBay, I think were about 120. There was one at the local auto parts store that I think they wanted, it was 430, and then Mercedes was, I don't know, in the ballpark of like 800 or more, right around there, 800 to 1,000. So what I ended up doing is I ordered one online, was from an auto parts place for 130, which is not bad considering the other ones, like I said, they were pretty pricey. So got it in about a day to 2 days. So basically what I've done so far is I went under the car. Keep in mind I'm not a professional mechanic by any means, so if there's a better way for you guys to do this, at least this will get you somewhat started. So far what I've done is I pulled out the old compressor, which is here. This is the old compressor. Now once you pull this out, there's going to be some couple of rubber tabs, rubber grommets that run through here, okay? And there's one that's going to go through there, and another one there. So basically what you got, once you pull these out and you put them in the new air compressor, it's going to be real hard for you to get those back in there because of the way that they're designed. So what I ended up having to do, and this is what I did, is I took some water, I have a bottle here, wet down the rubber grommets, and then pushed them in there, and then as I angled it in, started twisting it as I was installing it into the new one. So that seemed to work out the best way. Otherwise, you're going to have a heck of a time trying to get those back in. So just be aware of that. That was about the hardest thing that I came across, believe it or not, to get it in and out. Now, if you go underneath the car, I'll show you where the air compressor sits, which is right there. See if I can get a light on for you guys. Here, I don't know if it's going to let me turn it on, but I'm going to try. All right, there we go. All right, so here is the new compressor after I put it in there, and there's let's see if I can get in here with the camera here. See right here, there's one there that's got to come out. There's one here, and there's another one back in here, and this is on the passenger side front fender, just in front of the tire. So basically, what you'd have to do is you'd have to pull off the bottom cover of the car, the splash guard, pull that down, and then slide that out. Because when you look online at a couple of videos that I saw, what they were doing is they were pulling off the entire wheel well cover, which you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And then there's a cover that slides in right here. I don't know, let me see here. Right here. And I can grab the cover. The cover is here. I pulled it off already. And I'll kind of show you what this does here. This basically just goes in here like this. Like that. Goes up in here, and it basically, what it does is it protects the lower radiator hose right here. It separates the two, so it would kind of slide up it slide up in here like this, kind of like that. Can you see there, kind of like that? So, but yeah, just kind of so you know. I hope this kind of helps anybody out there. And then when you get your new air compressor, you're going to have to cut this line here. That's the main air supply that comes down to the compressor, runs out of it into your air system. So once you cut this off, it just should have a push connector on that goes into the new one. So just make sure you don't cut too much of that off. Otherwise, you might find yourself in a bigger problem. Okay, well, that's basically it. So hopefully this might help somebody out there. Like I said, good luck out there, and share your comments, and give me a like on the video if you like it. Thank you.